All right, let's see what we can see. Hopefully YouTube works. And we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of the Jedi Academy here on RSG. What is this? Well, it's a show where we do nothing but answer your questions about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. We do this every Saturday at this time. I just banged my knuckle. Ow. Here on the channel. And it's pretty simple. We invite any content creator that wants to be on, and if they can be on, they'll pop in. We're all have real life and stuff, so whoever shows up, and so a panel will form. And then once that happens, then we'll get to your questions. And if you have a question that you want to ask us, anything, just put it in the chat. Make sure you put the word question in front of your actual question statement and or comment that you want myself or the panel to respond to. And we'll get that scooped up. Pretty simple. It's not that hard. But make sure you do follow that format. Make sure you put the word question for your actual question statement or comment, or I won't see it. I use Nightbot as a filtering tool, and we just use this filtering word. We just keep it simple, make it the word question, and there you go. So it's not that hard. Just get your questions in if you have them, and that's it. Feel free to interact in the chat. We're very much about interaction here at Reality Skid Gamers, and we'll kick this party off. And good morning, everybody. Ni hao han gao jing ren shini wo shi ranger. I'm learning my Mandarin very slowly. My pronunciation is god awful. I'd hate for a Chinese person to ever actually hear me speak Mandarin. And they're like, oh, Ranger, you fool. But I will get there slowly but surely. So good morning, good Saturday, good afternoon, whatever you may be. Some people are watching this late afternoon, some in the evening, some in the morning. So, if you didn't catch it, I was on the Escape Podcast show last night with our good friends Paul and the Nev. And then we had a happy hour early yesterday. So we did do that. We did GAC. We did get the full clear against that monster account. Still don't know how we pull that off. And anything else? No, just pretty much what's going on. So yeah, love a few streams from yesterday, and then we'll rock and roll for today. So there you go. I can't pull up the game right now, but looks like we will run this around the GAC. Datacrons. Oh gosh, making life hell on earth for us players. It's those bloody rays. I'm telling you, it's them bloody rays. So we'll do the Jedi Academy, and then I think we're shooting for Sunday night. We'll knock out my GAC and Clayton's GAC here on Twitch as well. So, but give your greeting, say hi, get your questions in. As I said, we're going to go about 2 hours. A few things to talk about this week. We know the big stuff is that next week we've got the profundity coming in. I am ready for profundity, so that won't be a problem. Myself and Clayton will both be unlocking it, and we'll be dicking around with the ship and seeing what works and what doesn't work and all that good stuff. So, good stuff moving forward. So we'll have a good sense of everything, and then the profundity is coming next week. We should get the next round of the job requirements, which I've now started to slowly work on, and by that I mean, really, I just need the marquee characters. All the other characters so far, some of them already have done just through natural progression. But the other things are, so yeah, get your questions in. Any thoughts you guys have about the week that was or the week that will be? Feel free. There you go. Grab your coffee, grab your croissants, grab your eggs and bacon. Whatever you need to do. Get your steak. Maybe it's Captain Crunch. I don't know. Maybe it's afternoon. You're having afternoon tea. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Just do what you need to do. We're not going anywhere for 2 hours. We'll hang out, and then yes, get your questions in, and we'll do that. And then we'll see what other panels show up. I mean, a lot of people streamed yesterday, and we know. Yeah, so there's a lot going on. And then we'll have there should be a lot of people streaming today. I know Calvin streamed last night. Playbook streamed last night. I think a lot of the 501st will stream today. So we'll see. But there's always during GAC, you can always catch somebody streaming on Twitch and or YouTube. Mainly Twitch. I think the only YouTubers really is me and AP Games now. Arnold, Arnold does his stuff on YouTube. So the vast majority of people do stuff on Twitch, and that's Heinze and Cubs and everybody and, down the line. So yes. All right. Who we got? We got a good morning from Helen X. Well, we know that the heli questions are coming, so wait for that. Ray Rock says, good morning, Ranger and Picklers. Just getting my coffee to wake up. I understand. Fatality V2 says, afternoon, morning, all. Glad to have you here, Fatality. What else? 73 jumping in the chat. Speed Plays is here as well. Says, beer is for breakfast. It can be. Certain parts of the world, I know that to be a fact. All right. Darth Signs joining us. He's got a question. He's our first question. Says, what are your thoughts on the Datacron changes? P.S. I still hate them. So I said this on the Skate podcast last night. They also kind of, they had the same sentiment. So with the Datacrons, there was a post yesterday from CG that were, talking about Datacrons and stuff. And it just tickled me a little bit, that the way that they worded this, saying Datacrons are fun and exciting way to adjust men and give new life to and purpose to characters who may no longer be in your rotation. I mean, we had a field day with that little quote. It says, and it also goes on to continue to say that they're listening to the feedback. When I do give CG credit, they are listening to the feedback. The feedback is we hate Datacrons, get rid of them. The other feedback is, if you are going to keep Datacrons, these are some of the things that we would like to see happen. The extended period and some of the stuff that you saw in there, that's them listening. So I do know that they're listening because you saw some of the changes, and I give CG credit for that because that's some of the stuff that was actually, from the community asked. Like, if you're going to keep it, you can make it 2 months and have it for 2 months rotation, and some of the things that you saw in there were done. However, a lot of the main feedback that was given that they completely ignored, because obviously they are listening to what you guys are saying. And I think what else 3 just said it right. CG is listening, but they aren't hearing us. Yes. GLs. That's like the top of the list. If you're going to keep Datacrons, get GLs the hell out of there. And what did they do? They brought another GL, Lord Schmader. So Lord Vader didn't even have a Datacron that was set for him in set 1. He was a nightmare because we had the turn meter one. But guys, if you love the dodge meta, get ready because it's just going to get worse. Because here comes another set for characters, and it's like, okay, so you didn't listen to that, and that's a ton of people from the community. Content creators down the line have all said that. The other thing was the crazy stats. I just mentioned the dodge mechanic and everything that's going to be in there. Here we go again with another crazy stat that they're putting in here. It just is like, we asked you to pull back on the percentages and stats because it is really making Datacrons just ridiculous, especially on a GL or certain characters. So, in one regard, they are listening. With the other, they're not listening. Or if they're listening, they just don't agree with what we are asking for, and they're not doing it, which is fine. It's their game; they can do what they want, but it's not what players are looking for, with the feedback and stuff. So, someone just joined me. Hey, it's Michael W. Huntington III from His Majesty's Secret Gaming Service. Michael, hello, Mikey.
Good afternoon.
I can barely hear you, brother. Speak closer to the mic, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it sounds like you're far away and echoey. I mean, do you have the right mic selected?
Probably not.
It sounds like it's coming from your laptop and not from your actual mic. So check your source either in Zoom and or whatever you're using.
Back in a mo.
Back in a mo. What the hell? Oh, Mikey. So we had that post yesterday. And there were some other things in here too, but But I mean, let me know what you guys think. You can ask questions. You know, I'm sure you'll say something about Datacrons. We've said it enough. I don't really want to get too much into it. I did want to, discuss that post. But yeah. Mike Hunt says, question, do I have enough accuracy mods? I have no idea. Helen X says, the serious question from Ranger. Where'd I know? I got 5 more ultimate mats and 1 more relic level to go before finishing Lord Schmader. It's taken forever. Is he worth it? It's been a PETA. Yeah, Lord Vader, especially for offense. Defense in certain circumstances, he can be really good. You need Maul to make him viable on defense. The Datacrons kind of skewed things a little bit because the first Datacron set with the house still made him really tough to face. But on offense, Vader is pretty destructive. I mean, he can take on a lot of stuff, basically everything. On defense, if you have Maul, then it can be really a nasty combination. Even with, we use the Fennec counter. So yeah, he's really, really good. I mean, he's not. You compare him to some of the other ones. I mean, he's middle of the pack, but I mean, all GLs are really good. They all have their places where they shine. Like we always talk about, Rey's the queen of defense. Kenobi can do anything. You go down the line where they're really good. So we've had many holds with Vader even before then when we had Maul, Vader. There's certain teams out there that. Combinations, but yeah, I mean, typically on defense without a Datacron, even with Maul, it's still decent. It still does good work. I mean, the Fennec counter against the Maul Thrawn team, Kander's team is really rough. It's not as guaranteed as say if Maul wasn't on the team. So when I see Vader's without Maul, I get a little bit happier because I'm like, okay, this should go a lot better than if he was on the team, because Maul will really mess up your stuff. But yeah, it's a solid character. I mean, it's everyone's got a different viewpoint on it. I still think he's very, very solid. He's a GL. He just destroys. I mean, he ramps up quickly, and when he does, I mean, yeah. As long as you got the pieces for him, then it's pretty solid. All right, I see Michael has returned. Did Mike pick the correct mic? Let's find out.
No, did I?
Yes, that's much better.
Ooh, there we go.
We can hear you.
Cleaning the mic.
Yay!
A clean mic is here.
Yay! Mike speaking with the good mic.
Woohoo!
Yay! You guys don't know, Mike's a well, you haven't been streaming or doing content in a while, I don't think, but
yeah, I do a bit of content,
a little bit here and there.
Yeah. I did another button request, quit button request yesterday.
Oh, there you go.
I know there's a quit button option, but you have to wait for your turn to be able to use it.
Yeah.
And, it's like Fleet, you get stuck in semi-infinite loops.
Oh, yeah.
If you set the wrong combo to try and do a stealth feat in Galactic Challenge, you end up kind of watching your tunes get muttered for 3 or 4 minutes before you can finally reset and go again. Yeah. Give us a quit button. It's a pain in the ass.
I know. And if you guys don't know, me and Mike are in the same guild. That's right. I recruited Mike. I've recruited a buttload of people for Maul MC. I think if I recruit six more people, Mike, I get a set of steak knives and a watch for services rendered.
Yeah, another 50, you might get a free gallon of petrol.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. See, that's worth a bit now.
That's enough to go drive
pour
around
it over the CG laptop.
Yeah, there you go.
Make the world a better place.
That's right. Speaking of our guildies, there's Boss Flyfire says hello there. Hello there. So yeah, get your questions in. Since you're here, Yeah, I already answered that. I said I have no idea. I don't really just
Get on the fence, why don't you?
No,
I
I'm
asked you a
like, I
legitimate
really
question.
don't. Yeah, not really. I mean, I'm pretty high on Lord Schmader. He's, especially with the Datacron's, been a nightmare in GAC. But I mean, overall, outside of that, he's about to become a little bit more nutty here for the next couple months there, Mike. But outside of Datacrons, I don't know. What do you think of Lord Vader as a GL?
Me?
Yes, you're the only other Mike in the call
Sorry,
right now.
sorry. I was bringing up the YouTube thing so that I can find you and then read questions and whatnot. What do I think of him? What do I think of Lord Vader as a GL?
Yeah.
I think he's wank. There you go. Well, I don't. You
Oh
do.
wait! Oh God! Is that sweary? Oh everyone! Oh God! Okay, I'm
Lord
calling.
Vader.
I'm hitting the.
Well,
I'm hitting the alarm button
however,
right now. Oh God!
do you want to say hello to YouTube?
Oh no!
Hey, YouTube.
Oh no! Oh
Yeah, I keep being asked where she is. Here
yeah,
she is.
yeah. She's not working.
Go now.
Yeah, she's a working girl now.
Yeah, that's right. She's.
Jeff behind the bar now.
Oh, you do get to F and Jeff. I said you weren't anymore. I said you were being polite, or at least a reduced amount of effing and jeffing. Not even that. So coming back to Lord Vader. Well, okay. How can he be a GL if he can't tell whether he has the high ground or not? I mean, come on. I mean, that's the first question. He never has the high ground. I mean, so you've got to like him for his hope, and yet kind of question his rationality. Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Is she leaving?
I swear he's off. She's leaving. She's gone to work.
She's growing up right before our eyes.
Right. No, okay. He level him up, gear him up, mod him up, get a decent enough datacron on him, and he will take most other GLs. I mean, I still use him against JMK and Arena.
Yeah, you can. He takes out JMK quite easily, especially with Maul, because you can just dictate everything. He can take out Reyes too. I mean, he's nasty. Yeah. I mean, she just can't kill him fast enough, and he ramps up, and that dot damage is pretty gross. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good GL option if you're struggling against Palp Star Killer as well. He works against that. So I mean. It's always going to be questionable, isn't it? It does seem that he's one of the lesser GLs. But I think still pound for pound, you can't beat Kylo.
No, I think JMK and SLKR are, you know, they are, I think, still top of the charts here. Rey's right behind them because she's phenomenal on offense and defense, and not just in GAC and TW, but I also think about the other places that she's incredible in light side TV. And then the other ones, I mean, they all have their uses. I mean, JML is phenomenal too. I mean, you can throw him up there. He can definitely take on anybody. So. You know, I mean, Palps, you know, we talk about it. He's mainly good for offense just because of the way his kit's designed. You can put him on defense. You need the right pieces around him. He can be a pain in the ass on defense. You know, but yeah, I think all the GLs for the most part, I mean, you can do good work with them. I mean, you really can.
Surely things are adapted, aren't they? I mean, they've adapted, to sell a bloody Tuscan Omicron in 3v3.
Yeah.
And they've adapted Moff Gideon's lead in 3v3. They've made all these adaptations in 3v3. Is it so hard to code in if if C is facing a solo opponent that he can double zap them to get his actual ultimate and everything in effect?
Yeah,
because it's ridiculous. The way you counter C is soloing. You do that, and it's like, really? Here you have the eternal emperor and he cannot get around being attacked by one person instead of 5.
Well, he's
mean,
looking for that forced diet. I mean, what do you want me to do,
Yeah.
man? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the way things happen, man. Who else joined
But-
us? Wait. Oh, good old Maurice is here.
Hey, God.
Hey, it's
What's up,
Game.
guys? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you fine.
Hello.
I appreciate you not flashing us. That's it's nice. Hey, it's nice.
I got a shirt on just in case. Thanks. Yeah.
On what?
Let's not go there. We're just talking about Lord Schmader. Helly had a question about him. Is he good? And I'm like, yeah, he's good. What do you think about Lord Vader? No Datacrons or anything, but all things equal, like, how do you feel about Lord Schmader there, good old Maurice?
He's shooting up the chart for me. I don't know. He's coming in handy.
Yeah.
Like he seems to be really useful against like a lot of these Datacrons, right? Like he's just he can kind of neutralize some of the effects. Like he can beat like all the JML madness, and I know you said Datacrons aside, but I think he's useful in that he's like the Datacron. I don't know. He seems I don't know the best way. His kit kind of like he's got all that. You can't crit him, all the weird mechanics with the health pools and stuff. So like some of the Datacrons don't seem to really work like they should against him.
Yeah,
Which is good. So offense, I've been using him on offense. He's really coming in handy.
Yeah, the Hellsteel Lord Vader versus Hellsteel Rey is Vader's going to win that most of the time, unless she's got that hair to the Jedi. But he does reduce that hit from her. Although by the second or third hit, though, if she's got that, could be a couple million damage coming your way, and I don't care who you are, you ain't surviving that.
At best, he's third. I agree with you guys. JMK and Kylo for sure, my 1 and 2, and then it's up for debate. But you could put him third, maybe.
Yeah, I agree. I'll tell you what, that new BAM Datacron I got eating Vader alive again. So enjoy it for the next couple weeks until the new Datacron set comes out and we have the Dodge meta coming back. So that ought to be fun. That's
what Vader's going to shine at that because his attacks can't be evaded. Yeah. So yeah.
God.
MVP.
Oh boy.
Oh my! I was on Reddit earlier, and someone was putting about, are we going to see Count Dooku lead and Old Ben lead?
Yep.
And I put in, I mean, dude, for those of you playing long enough, will remember that the first kind of new, was it Omega or Zeta meta, was Darth Maul and the Sith, who can't be critically hit and therefore dodge.
Yep.
And that was maybe not our first introduction to the dodge meta, because like you say, there was
that team, but I think it was back in the day. I mean, this is years ago, that it was Old Ben lead or Dooku lead.
It was pre-mods.
Yeah, and it was.
It was a coin flip of whose Dooku went first.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm so tempted. I went through my self whatever. I went through all my non-published videos, and I've got videos going back 5 years that I've never published. I'm so tempted to start doing a retro SWGOH.
You should.
Just to highlight what it was that we were playing with and what the things were at the time. So that's the thing. I mean, I don't know. At the moment, it really does feel like we're being pulled in like 8 different directions all at once, all with a very similar deadline.
Yeah,
we've got Profundity, we've got the Jabba preps, we've got
Ben Swallow around the corner.
Yeah. The next round of TW and getting our heads all around the 97 billion combinations that are Datacrons and Omicrons and Zetas. Yeah.
It's a lot.
Interesting times we live in.
Yeah, that's a way to put it. Speaking of interesting times, Hellnix has a question for you, Mr. Huntington. I'm sure Gam will have his in a moment because I already had mine. He says, for Mr. Huntington, So I've heard that this Hellenix guy is terrible at playing SWGOH. As such, he is allegedly bad at mods. Could you explain to Ranger why actually mods are the best? No, he's not going to explain because they're not. What?
Okay. Mods.
Really? Accuracy mods?
Accuracy mods.
What?
Accuracy mods
Are the best. That's what Hellenix is saying. You can throw something at him if you want, Mike. It's acceptable.
Okay, so accuracy mods will lessen your swing and a miss pain once the dodge datacron, or the, as I'm now calling it, the dodge cron level of datacrons come in. Because oh my god, is it serious? There is the potential for 120% dodge. Does that mean that they try and hit you and they do 20% damage to themselves by missing you?
Well, yeah, the Ripper
How does
say that might be a thing. I don't know. Oh
120%
God.
So that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that you get caught with the follow through on your swing. Is that what's going to happen? Oh, I missed you and I severed my arm. 'Tis a mere flesh wound. Come back here and I'll bite you.
All right, well, call it a draw.
Yeah.
So how we got Monty Python and the Holy Grail in here. Oh God. All right, let's go to the next question. OBC says, question: after CG has made their money on Datacrons, do you think we will ever see the popular abilities be added into actual character reworks?
There's always hope.
That's a really interesting question. Like, are Datacrons the really long distance run to get around ever having to rework a character again? Let's just set all this up just so they don't have to rework. Add something new.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the thing I don't this is what I just don't understand about Datacrons. This is the one thing I can't bring these two things to mesh to form. Like, what are we doing here? You've got Omicrons, which I love, which were changing the meta in the sense that it changed teams. It was bringing up these teams that were previously, with characters and stuff that we weren't using. They're fun. You can go look at any of them. The one for Zam or the one for Wampa or, Iden. It changed the board, but in a good way, right? Not overpowered, but I mean, they could punch up a little bit. It made the teams dynamic a little different where you had to kind of rethink your strategy and stuff. And then here comes Datacron saying, we're doing the same thing with them and neutering all the Omicrons and stuff we worked on. I don't get it. I just don't understand.
It's as if one of the developers watched Altered Carbon and thought, "Oh, there's an idea. I can just change them every season. I don't need the same character. I'll call them the same person, but I'll change everything about them."
Oh no.
What's wrong with that? Is that what we've got now?
I don't know what we have right now. I'm just, oh my God.
It's interesting. I mean, it's all bedding in and we're all up in arms about it. And, there is an irony that we're all programmed to resist change. However, we are all programmed to change.
Yeah.
Breathe in, breathe out. You've changed. You're a new person every 7 years, just through your cell generation.
Yeah.
We resist it. However, it's there, and it's just difficult sometimes to embrace it.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't mind change, and I appreciate CG trying to do additional stuff. But I mean, sometimes you just got to say this is just not working, and it's okay. And I'm okay with that.
So I noticed something. I could be way off on this. However, I kind of made an acknowledgement to our change in revenue on crystals, that we're no longer, scrambling to get as high as possible in player arena.
Well, still doing that for Fleet, but not Player Arena, correct?
Yeah, we're still doing it for Fleet. Fleet isn't as impacted at the moment by Datacrons.
No.
However, if you were still relying on 400 crystals from Arena on a daily basis, everyone would not have any hair on their scalp now, because you would go across the 10 top Datacrons
Yeah.
every day, and you'd have to fine tune mod your characters to beat just that one opponent, and that's not going to help you in. It might help you a little bit in GAC and TW, but not greatly. So, in actual fact, by switching it, I'm going to say that they knew that this was coming, and that's why there was the revenue switch.
Probably. I mean, I still like that they changed crystals to GAC. I still thought, but up until Datacrons came out, but now the problem with Datacrons is the stats are ridiculous. The stuff on GLs is ridiculous. The RNG with them is ridiculous, because it's not even that you have Datacrons, because I got a ton of them. It's that you get the right Datacrons, the right stats. And it's created an arms race at the top level. It really has. I mean, the guy faced yesterday had 60 Datacrons rolled. I mean, that's crazy.
Wow.
And it's and you don't even know, even if you have the right counter, the RNG in this, it's just
be interesting to see how many that person has once we've finished the initial introduction to them and go into actual, right, this is now kind of beta testing going live, because we're still in the whatever they call it, aren't they? This is an introduction. This isn't, everything's not locked in yet. And yet already you're seeing
set 4 is outside the introduction, right? So they said after this is the introduction, because they're changing, outside of, they said that they're outside the introduction now, and that they're going to be doing some changes to how we get the materials and stuff. So yeah, well, we just try to adapt, but it's not easy. Let's see here. Helenix has got a question for you, Gom. You ready for your heli question? You knew it was coming, yeah. Gom. Me.
Present.
Question for the Goblin Peen Wielder. Considering that you're quite good at GAC and I'm terrible at it. When setting defense in GAC, should I do it shirtless? I wanted to ask an expert. That's the actual question he asked you. I just wanted, you knew it was coming, so good luck, Gom.
I would suggest that yes, but to study their offense, not defense.
With or without a shirt?
Oh, without.
Okay, there you go. Oh, God. All right, White All 73, next question says, as much as a JMK team already dodges, would you even need to put Old Ben in the lead? Not really. Oh, God. I mean, I'm terrified of this next dodge Datacron. I'm a little terrified. I'm having horrible PTSD moments at the moment with this crap. I don't know how you feel about this set 4, man. Oh, we didn't even talk about the reflexes on there as well, or whatever that other stat. Oh God.
You know what? I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. But I wish that it was just dodge and evasion.
Yeah. Not
reflection and evasion. Like not, like you're making, I don't know. That's the part the dodge is, do I like it? No, but it's different, right? It just switch it up and that's fine. But having to make sure that it's, if you're fighting this team, you better have your, deflection stats up. Like if you're facing JML, you need deflection. But if you're fighting, like Kylo, then you're going to need, the evasion, right? Mm-hmm. So there's like 2 different stats. That's irritating. But I think we'll see a lot of characters like LV, like some of these characters have, unevadable attacks. I think Bad Batch could be incredibly important.
Yeah.
Just things like that where, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. There's going to be a change in the meta for sure. like leaderships, like you guys were talking about Old Ben. Darth Maul's interesting, especially if you don't have Malgus. Darth Maul's super interesting.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Do you not think that the Phase 4 Datacron, GAC, and TW are just going to be like Friday Night Police videos where people are exceedingly over the limits and they're swinging and they think they're connecting, and the person that they aimed at is just stood there thinking, you need to step about 6 foot forward before you're going to get close? I mean, it's just making a complete mockery, isn't it?
It's making it completely frustrating and unpredictable, yes. Like, you're going to win matches where you're totally outclassed and have no business winning, but then you're going to lose some. It's going to happen both ways, though, at the end. Like, you only notice the stuff that you miss, right? Like, you only notice, like, God, like, the few dodges a game, you always call them out because you see them, but.
But you know how RNG works. RNG works. It teases you. You're going to win. You're going to win. You're going to win. No, you're not.
Yeah, just watch my ship fights in GAC every time I stream them. I mean, there's always that. All right, we're doing good here. This is good. What?
And then it
dodge
dodges
again
18 times in a row. Yeah.
It's like, oh my God.
It's like in Fleet when their boba comes in and it never misses on the missiles, and you do it and you hit once every kind of 15 battles with your missiles.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like,
convinced that they did something to the AI to really boost up defense and stuff, because it always lands the double attacks. It always, I was doing a fight the other day where I'm just practicing my first order counter. I'm doing the normal stuff. I go to hit Cad Bane. Doesn't have any buffs or anything. It's just the normal attack dodge. I'm like, really? 2% in that dodge? God damn it.
Say what?
Like, well, we're not going to win this fight, guys. Let's just let's retreat. Take our beating like men. Oh my God.
It's going to be lame, though. Like the CLS dead crawl we all have. It's got tons of physical offense and like crit damage and potency, like all this flashy shit. Like, but that's cool.
Yeah, the extra attacks.
And then you're going to have to roll the accuracy on everybody. It's just like, you want accuracy on every stat for your CLS. It's so boring.
Yeah, I mean,
oh my God.
Yeah, it's just like, God damn it.
They go from let's try to one shot something to let's just try to hit something. It's going to be.
Well, do we think Stick Ray will ever hit anything again for the next couple of months? Poor Stick Ray is going to be doing nothing.
The answer is Finn.
Oh God.
For bonus points, poke and watch.
Let's see here. Buzzsaw question: given the need for different modding for Datacrons, do you think CG is going to get some additional pressure to increase the mod cap? I don't know, man. They got to. I mean, this has been said. The problem with mods is that they've created a backlog for players, right? We have limited spacing with the new characters. You put mods on them, you still have very limited space because we're all sitting here with all these mods, and a lot of them are decent mods, that could be extraordinary mods. We just don't get enough material fast enough to slice the mods, and we're not going to get, if it's got 14 to 17 speed, for example, on a speed set, you're not getting rid of that mod. You just wait till you can roll that mod, but you can't do it. I mean, there's so many mods that you have to take to 6E, and that takes forever because it's 50, 50, and 20 on the mats. And then you have to farm more of those same mats, take it to 6A, and you're waiting for the additional slicing materials that you get from the 2 weekly challenges and, conquest when, every month you get those 5. But it takes forever, and that's why we have such a backlog and stuff. I don't know if they either... I don't know, Mike, what do you think, dude? I would like to see them increase. If they're not going to do the mod cap, they've got to increase the mats for us. I mean, even if you get the packs, the $9.99 or the $14.99 one, still limited, like how many slices you're going to be able to do, right? I like to see them in more places drop more of the slicing material for mods. It's really, we're just backlogged, or either that or increase the mod cap. They got to do something.
I don't understand it. There was a massive upgrade to the game, wasn't there? I know a lot of it was graphics-wise.
Sure.
But it was also to enable a lot more behind the scenes, and surely part of that must be. I mean, we've had the reintroduction of the mat store via the scoundrel, so we can sell, change our, upgrade and get relic mats from standard gear that we hoard up. And if you look at the volume of that, I don't understand why the same can't apply for mods. I mean, it does seem as well that mods are hard coded, to not roll. I haven't uploaded it yet, but I did a mod video earlier on today, and I had, it was a starting mod with 5 speed. It finished with 5 speed, and potency rolled 5 times. And I think the best speed roll I got was 1. The speed rolling, just I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, but
No, I mean, I do mod depression every day, twice a day. I just do it on camera. And out of the thousands of mods, and that number's not made up, thousands, I've gotten on stream that have hit 20 or higher is 41. So you can see the percentages on that. Some mods, though, are not about the speed. We've kind of all, I think, changed you need speed mods, don't get me wrong. But there are a lot of mods that we need now that are health related or offensive related. Those certain sets for those characters that just make them better. It's always nice to get speed on the secondary, but for my Malgus, I mean, he's got good speed secondaries on his. Some are really good, but I wasn't focused on speed. I was focused on making that guy a beefy boy. So
get his health up and everything. But again, coming back to it, we've laughed or joked about it, but it does raise the question about accuracy mods, and with an introduction or a reintroduction of the dodge mechanic, will those who have made a point of retaining a lot? I mean, I looked and I might have 10 accuracy mods in total.
It's just not something.
I've been
the arrow, the arrow accuracy. I mean,
why? Ideally, and we've basically been conditioned over 7 years that speed is everything. Speed wins. Datacron's kind of changing that a bit, but still, if you move first, then normally you win.
I mean, I've got 24 accuracy arrows,
Wow.
But I mean,
they've all got good
I think I have
speed on
2.
them.
Yeah, I've got a ton of them. I've put them on characters because I just, you never knew, right? I mainly did for the other stats, it's a tenacity mod with 14 speed and tenacity, but the primary is accuracy. I'm like, well, I'll keep that. I mean, I could do something with that. I've got a speed arrow that's got accuracy, but it's got 15 speed with crit chance and stuff. I'm like, okay, I could do something with that. So I've kept some of those around, but they're on seriously secondary characters. They're not on primary characters, because when I'm looking at the characters, it's either I need speed out the yin yang or offense out the yin, the yin yang, or I'm doing a tenacity build, or I'm doing a health build where I need all the health I can get. I mean, actually's never been a stat that I'm like, well, I better get some actually on this character.
No, it's never really been an issue, has it? Even with previous dodge metas.
No,
it's just... the first time round it wasn't an option because there weren't mods to implement, and second time, we were all in the same boat.
Well, it's really weird. It's a stat that the only place that you can get it is an arrow. So it's not like a health or one of these other stats where you either have a mod set that gives you more accuracy. It's just one primary stat, and it's just on an arrow. It's like, okay. I mean, it gives you 12% accuracy. I mean, if accuracy was going to be a big stat, why is it just one on the arrow and it's not in other places? It's not, and it's not a primary stat on any other mod. So it's like, it's always a weird one, and I've just looked at it as just a one-off. I mean, 12% actually, okay. I'm mainly looking at the other stats in the set that I'm using more than I am the accuracy. I mean, I don't know. Do we think, Gone, I mean, 12% actually in this dodge mechanic with the percentages we're going to have, do we think it's going to make any impact whatsoever? I just don't see 12% actually with these Datacrons being that much of an impact with one stat.
Oh, you're gonna get your accuracy from the Datacrons.
It'll
Yeah,
be higher than 12,
probably.
though, won't it?
Yeah.
If you, as soon as you roll it into super gold or whatever, it will go from 12 to, I don't know, I've never done one, but 18%, 24%, I don't know.
That's
And
funny.
what,
We have
the
like
tenacity goes from 24 to 35, doesn't it? So
I don't have the post on it. I don't
it
know.
goes from 8.5 to
18 years of SWGOH experience, and none of us knew what an accuracy arrow was. 60.
there you go.
I'm like, what are those?
And there you go. It's such a useful mod that none of us even know what it is when you take it into the upper echelon of its life.
I just think you're gonna get more benefit out of any other arrow and just going for a couple rolls on the, because it's not like the other stats of these are like just hands down better. What is it, like crit chance and
Yeah.
crit damage? But crit damage would be nice if that's on there. Let me see here.
Don't we have a couple of leads or something where they bring in accuracy as well?
Yeah, well, it's armor and resistance penetrations on here, but everything else is dodge, accuracy, and crit avoidance.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not like the rest of the options are super sexy. I mean, penetration's nice. I mean, it's
Yeah.
weird, but that's probably desirable. But it's not. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
The stats of this are interesting. They're like all mechanics that we've never really put much thought into, or not in a long time. So it's an interesting change. Yeah, dodge, dodge, accuracy, crit avoidance, armor penetration. It's just these are things we don't normally talk about on a weekly basis, and on shows like this.
So I've just seen, so you go against the team where they've got the dodge Datacron, and every single one of their tunes has got the 35% crit avoidance arrow, and you take a move and you're dead and you owe CG $9,000. I reckon that'll be how it will work there.
Yeah, I have crit avoidance.
Penalties.
Crit avoidance I have on a lot of characters, but accuracy just never.
I've got it on one. I've got it on oh god, who's that absolutely useless Jedi that looks like he's a vagabond, wears grey and shocks people? Heath Koth, that's it.
Heath Koth.
I've got it on him. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Who might be gear 11 on my roster. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of frustrating. Set 3 had all the crit chance, and all of us like, nah, it's just we know. It's like, what do you need this small amount of crit chance for? We don't need that. Going after armor and everything else, all the fun stuff. And now I wish I would have kept some more crit chance because crit avoidance coming out.
I know. God. I've got the C one and I've got the BAM one, and I do have some good stats on there, but I'm working on the Malgus one. But yeah, oh goodness gracious!
You wait when it's broken and everyone's up in arms because they've gone to annihilate with Nihilus and it's dodged because it's coded wrong.
I would have a tantrum.
Oh no! Oh god! What else? Any 3 question? True or false? RNG is CG's employee of the quarter and year. I think that's been a top candidate every quarter. What do you mean just the quarter? RNG, my mortal enemy. Especially in ships. Oh god. Helenix has a question. Okay, wait. It's a serious question. We'll see how serious this is from Helenix. It says, now that Malgus has been encountered in the wild, what are your thoughts? Is he worth it? I wasn't able to unlock him yet because I suck. Hooray. It's funny. I was talking about this yesterday. I get your thoughts on this, Gom and Mike. People are like kind of poo-pooing Malgus a little bit in 3s. But I was like, no, wait till 5s, baby, because that's when he gets all those extra bonuses and stuff. I mean, this even without a Datacron, he's sick good. I think Malgus is a phenomenally good character, especially in 5s. What do you guys think?
No, I've got. I did 5 videos of him today. I've got lined up to let go later on today. Playing around, just trying him out in different places. So I had a failed launch the night we got him, I used him in phase 1 of the DSTB and completed it, but Malgus was the only one that didn't survive, so I've rectified that. Use him in this Lethal Rebels Mothma challenge, galactic challenge we've got going at the moment, and then in Grand Arena. To be honest, I've used him against a weak JML, fantastic. And the video I'm uploading, he gets 65 against CLS, which maybe shouldn't be surprising, but it's CLS and it's 5 Sith, and they still score 65 banners. So, you know, I mean, that's, yeah, I'm impressed. He's again one of those. The other one I'm seeing a lot of, is Imperial Troopers, and just how great they are at just low gear levels and are able to way outperform so many other tunes and stuff.
Yeah.
Malgus is, okay, I'm not going to put Malgus in the same category, but yeah, worth it. Definitely worth it.
What are your thoughts on Malgus there, Gami?
I think he's pretty bonkers. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know about you guys, but I haven't had too much success with anything not named a GL against it. So
Yeah.
I think the reason in threes he perhaps looked so underwhelming is because, well, one Omicron is pretty much worthless.
Yeah.
He didn't have a Datacron, and you know the things that were beating it typically involved a level 9 Datacron, like on JKL, or so you're using like super temporary boosted characters to beat a non-Datacron unit. Perhaps, I mean, maybe he is just underwhelming in threes. We've only got a few examples of it, like few, you know, but I think in fives he's completely changed the dynamic of the entire game mode. He's tough. He's like you have 6.5 GLs now. You know?
Yeah. Almost, yeah. Well, I mean, in Star Killer team, right? I mean, he's
yeah. I don't know. You know what? But I haven't used him on offense, so I don't know. I guess him and Star Killer are similar, equals, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, my last JC last night. I mean, the guy went in and did his offense this morning. 6 holds with the Malgus team.
Yeah.
I mean, that just kind of says it all right there. I mean, it's a nasty team. I mean, of course, a GL will stomp them. I mean, let's just be real.
Tough to pick apart.
You know, I mean, but even then, it's that doubt. You know, as that team gets ramped up, the more just deadly it gets. You know, I mean, it's fearing, it's doing all that crap. I mean, it's a hell of a good team. It's really good. So yeah, I think I get high marks. I knew Malgus's kit was going to be gross when I first saw it. So, and for the most part, other than I'd say Dad Bod Boba Fett, who's still decent, but I mean, not at the same level as these other characters. All the characters and ships that have come out of Conquest are just been top notch. I mean, you go down the line, Razor Crest, the prototype. Maul, Cat, I mean, you know, Malgus, you know, Ben Swellow's coming and he looks just absolutely, I know, again, people are kind of because of the version we've got in Conquest, but if you look at his stats, 11,500 special damage with no mods or anything, I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I'm not super excited about him either. I'm just kind of getting him but he could turn out to be one of the best. But I mean, there's just so much going on. I got to gear all this stuff for Profundity, for Jabba. Like, he's 2.5 months away, or he gets 2 months away now. I'm not even concerned with him at this point. Like, I really don't even know what he does. I just got way too much going on, like, in the game. I can't keep up with, you know, stuff that I know I physically am not going to have for 2.5 months.
I'm taking this in cycles, so I'm focused on Profundity. I'll think about the rest of this crap afterwards. It's like, let's just get through Profundity, and then we'll move on. Because I think my plan is, because I still have to do the marquees. I've got all the other characters. Some are actually
Jabba's
done.
going to be a while.
Yeah, Jabba's going to be a minute. So I think I'll
we've
save
got
all
at
my
least
gear.
3 more marquees before Jabba, haven't we?
No, we've got 1 more marquee at least.
That's what I say. 3 more marquees.
Yeah, there could be more coming in. But yeah, I think I'm going to save up and get Ben Solo because I already got the raid team. I'll put that in and then I'll finish up what I need for Jabba, for relics and stuff. Because At this point in the game, I'm so tapped out on salvage. I mean, it
Yeah,
literally.
me too, man.
It's,
Single data too.
Yeah.
oh
Just
God.
like I have everything I need for profundity, but I'm keeping Radis and Cassian R7 just on the off chance that they release, because you remember they came out and said you're not going to need carbonites and bronze. I'm just holding those just in case it comes with the update, so I don't have I need every one of those that I can. The bronziums,
Yep.
like that's 120. I would happily keep for the next adventure.
And will Cassian's Olmi be any good?
Oh, we don't know. I tell you this once, the Radis one is dynamite, man. That team is really fantastic. Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, I think even if it's slightly above average, a lot of people will get it just because they now have the team.
Oh yeah.
Like they're forced to gear the entire team. Might not be the optimal team, but you have the team now, so it's
Yeah.
I'm interested. I've got 3 in the bank.
I've got it. It's been doing really good for us. At least
I've got
2
Radis, but I mean for Cassian, if it's Grand Arena, is it Grand Arena?
They didn't say. They just said that he was getting one because of the Cassian Andor show coming around the corner.
Territory battles.
Yeah.
I reckon it'll be territory. No, it'll be territory war.
Great.
Surely it'll be TW.
Yeah, because in the team, that makes sense. Yeah.
It just because of the character, if nothing else.
Well, then you have to use the team for TW and Grand Arena, kind of like they did Starkiller. Like they gave him all these badass Grand Arena ones, and they're like, well, how about Giovanni and Fulcrum? How about those?
Don't forget about Mara Jade.
He's actually better at TW.
It really is. Good Lord. Helenix question. Any possibility of having an RC stream one of these days where all the old names and faces get together and just hang out like old times? Perhaps a 3-hour drunk stream.
You mean like now?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Sorry, I am without filter. I comment and then I listen to what I've said.
Well, we are having on November 5th to get together. I'm going down to Florida. Hopefully, everything lines up. We're still planning on this. November 5th, going down there. We're gonna have a Magic the Gathering tournament streaming event.
You celebrate Guy Fawkes?
No.
Oh.
This is the equivalent of like the SWGOH, like assisted living home.
Yeah.
This panel.
Okay, it's just coincidental.
Yeah. Remember the 5th of November. But we're having a tournament there, and I'm getting together with Finn. We'll see who else can make it down there. I don't know if Loki and them can make it, but there's some of them. But I mean, everyone's real life. I mean, McVenum's kind of moved on. I mean, plus with really changed things was COVID. Because she's in the medical field, being a nurse and stuff. So that really changed her dynamic and stuff. And then Loki, I mean, the reason Loki can't stream with us anymore is his work has changed. He works later, and because of it, he just can't be on at the times that we are. He's West Coast, and by the time he gets home, we're wrapping up now. So maybe one day, Grande's always on the lunch stream. So if you need some kind of hit of old RSG, Grande and Finn will pop in on the lunch stream, and that's about all I can handle. So maybe one day soon we'll try to get that done. Speaking of world famous, we've got Kate Gaming. Hello, Kate. I didn't expect you to be on today. I figured you'd still be in Alaska taking those crazy pictures you were.
No, I got back actually Monday night.
Oh, okay. How was the trip?
Oh my God, it was amazing. It was once in a lifetime trip, definitely.
Yes.
Only downside is so we went with my husband's whole side of the family, so there's 16 of us.
Mm-hmm.
As of this morning, at least that we know of, 8 of them have tested positive for COVID.
Oh no. Well, hopefully
me and the husband, we're still negative. I don't know. We think we just had it not that long ago, so
yeah, you did.
We have no idea.
Could be. I mean, long as you got your shots and your booster, you should be fine. You should be good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. So it should be okay. Yeah, as long as you got your medication flowing through, you should be okie dokie. Well, we're glad to have you back, Kate.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's been a while.
I know. World famous Kate Gaming. All right, get your questions in. If you have any questions for this incredible panel, hello to everybody. Good morning. Captain Blackbird just is like, yeah. Well, yeah, that, yeah. So yeah, get your questions in. Did you do now that you're back Monday? Have you been doing any GAC this week, there, Kate, or getting back into the flow of things?
I did it Monday. Hold on, I'm gonna try something real quick. I finally invested because I got really depressed. I got on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
I realized my tablet didn't have, like, I couldn't hook up headphones to it.
Oh.
So that was, like, really depressing. So I finally invested in AirPods. Hold on, I think they, give me 1 second.
Yeah, you do your thing.
Just a lot easier than, like, my cord constantly gets wrapped up in my work laptop. And if you ever see me pulling, it's because it's, like, it got stuck. But, wait, hold on. What was the question? I completely forget.
Oh, it was just if you done your.
Oh, yeah. So I won actually, I think I won both first rounds. But my, like, OG account is now up against, like, 9-point-something mil opponent with, like, all 6 DLs. And I'm like,
no.
I got 2. I'm not even 7 mil.
Damn.
So that'll be tons of fun.
Did you happen to see the post from yesterday with the Datacrons?
Saw it, yeah.
Any thoughts? Are you ready for the dodge? Oh, Kate's using her technology. Look at Kate. Look at Kate.
Coming into the what, 21st century?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it's not as clear as my headphones. That's depressing.
You know, hey.
Let me try the other one. There's 2 settings here. Oh, that's definitely not it. Nope, we're going back to headphones. Nope.
Not working for you? All right, Kate's live testing her equipment. This is fantastic. We wait on bated breath to see what Kate she gets.
All right.
There we go. All right.
That was depressing. It came out all like staticky.
Oh, we just probably just have to mess with the settings a little bit, you know. So I'm sure you'll figure it out. Be okay, Dokie. It's gonna be fine. Be okay, Kate.
I know.
But you ready for the dodge meta there, Kate?
Sure.
I feel lots of rage coming on. Oh, there's the Mad Chad lad. His Clayton's in the chat. Says, howdy, Ranger Gang. What's going on, buddy? Hope you had a good dinner with your papa last night. So, top of the hour, make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe. If you have any questions, we're going to go for another hour here. If you have any questions about anything, it does, you know, about SWGOH, it could be about, you know, GAC, it could be about mods, it could be about anything you want. You can put that question into the chat. Make sure you put the word question in front of your actual question statement. That's how we identify questions here. So get those in, and we will get those scooped up. And got a good panel. We got myself. We got the lovely Kate Gaming, world traveling famous Kate Gaming now. We have Michael W. Huntington from His Majesty's Secret Gaming Service, and we have Gami. Gami's joining us. He is KFA right now. So yeah, Gam is not with us at the moment. He's probably putting on a shirt. He didn't like the shirt he had on. Oh God! All right, Kate. Helly jumped in immediately. He saw that you were here. We've all gotten it. It's now time for Kate Gaming's Helly question. All right. Question for the world famous one. I saw that you set the most OP 3v3 squad ever, 3PO, BB8, and R2. You are awesome. I'm terrible as I wasn't able to respond quick enough. May I ask, how well did it do?
Didn't get any holds. It's still technically set. I don't think I took it out.
Oh no.
But like, come on, I have to have a little bit of fun.
You got
know?
to, right? You have to.
Especially with the OG account. Like, I mean, I'm gonna fix the defense. All right. I totally forgot how much changed in like a month. Like, I unlocked Star Killer on that account. Mm-hmm. Geared up a couple other characters. Totally forgot. Didn't change my defenses. And I'm just like, oh, like I should have changed them. So I'm gonna do that tonight.
Oh, there you go. See, relax.
Yeah,
it's the weekend. Yeah.
I'm actually I might do it on stream because I'm like, well, can't really do anything right now.
No,
so might as well.
Hi, Sun Silver. So slap a Datacron on it. You never know.
Actually, I can't because my BB-8 is still like.
Oh no, yeah, okay, you don't meet the requirements. Oh, well, I'm sorry, hi,
Nope.
hon, that's not happening.
Nope. I would if I did. I think that's the only one I'm missing at Relics. So if I did, I might try and do that for 3v3. And it might just stay on defense just because.
Yeah, why not? Confuse people. All right. Like, what is this team? What else? Any three question. What are the counters for a Relic 9 Radis with the usual players? What did we use on that team?
Look, I got no clue what to use for that. For Malgus, I haven't gone against the Malgus in 5v5 yet because I missed last week. So I have no clue what even counters it. I'm not going to lie.
I'm trying to... What did I use? I haven't seen that many. I know I used a bounty hunter team against it. I just nuked the hell out of Radis with Boba Fett. And we used Boss, Boba Fett, that kind of combination. I'm trying to remember. Did we gas that previously? I'm trying to remember if we gassed it. Or if we CLS'd it.
Radis counters?
Yeah, what are some Radis counters? The standard lineup. That's what else is asking.
Bounty hunters for sure, unless they have that damage immunity level 6 on them.
Yeah,
you're not gonna actually the hits won't count even if you're hitting the guy with the contract. So that's out. Bad Batch is good.
That's right, Bad Batch. I was trying to
CLS.
Yeah,
I would imagine. I don't have Qui-Gon, but I would imagine Qui-Gon could probably handle it.
I tried it with gas. I think we did clear one with gas, but I don't think it was fully maxed yet when I saw that team. So I don't know how effective gas will be. I mean, gas is pretty solid against a lot of stuff. So yeah,
that may work.
Oh, my Mothma beats it.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh, there you go.
I knew it was. So yeah, there's some ideas there for you. What else? 23. I was really surprised at how well Bounty Hunters did. I mean, they just chewed through that team. But you got to have like your heavy hitters. You got to have Boba Fett and Django in there. At least one or not both, because you got to have that that quick kill ability. Because it's a time crunch. If they get to that payout, you're in deep trouble. I don't care which team you're using. You're going to get destroyed. So yeah. What else? 23 question. Did you try to put a ring on it? I hear that works sometimes. Who's that question for? Put a ring on it. What? Okay. Sure. What do you mean? What the hell? Oh, God. All right. Hawthorne in the chat says Geos can work too. Okay, I can see Geos doing it. Yeah.
I haven't been ballsy enough to try, but I think that, yeah.
I think if they're high enough relic, they'd have to be high relic because you got to be able to take those hits and they got to have the damage for it. But yeah, Spy can do the one shot and stuff, and yeah, I think so. Contingent 33 says I used a Uno skip card for Malgus. Well, I mean, more Malgus power for me. I mean, 6 holds today. Malgus is getting me a lot. I don't even have a Datacron on him, and that sucker has been giving me tons of hold. Malgus is really good, guys. He's really bloody good. So yeah, that it totally transforms Sith Empire in a way. And I'm using on defense because I'm sure I'll get asked. It's Malgus lead with Darth Revan, Malak, Dark Basti, and of course Talon. That's been giving people headaches, but I'm getting a lot of holds with him. Unless they use like a JMK on it. One person did use that, but I'm like, hey, if you're using JMK on Malgus, shit, I'll take that.
So what works on Malgus? Because I honestly don't know.
I
missed all last week.
Yeah,
he suffers with gas.
Non-GL.
Good luck.
Gas
great.
can to a point depends.
If you don't place like the optimal team, like the best team, you really open yourself up. Like if you don't place Talon with it, Bounty Hunters can beat it.
Yeah.
If you don't place like the full Monty, Gas can beat it.
Yeah. If it doesn't have like Troopers can beat it. We use Troopers previously on. If it doesn't have Malik on there, it can get really.
Yeah, you said Mal Gisley, Darth Revan, Basti,
Malik.
Malik, and I think I
Darth
added
Talon.
Talon.
Yeah.
So, okay.
That's
So it's
the
gonna-
optimal team. But any other variation I've seen on that, we've been able to use different teams. So, yeah, Mr. Wilson, NR Wilson says see what. Go ahead, Mike.
How you modding your Talon?
How do I have my Talon mod? You know, it's been a minute since I looked at that, Mike. I'll get right with you. Hold on.
I
forgot.
I slapped mods on her when I got her, and I don't think I've touched her since.
Same. I think
I
I
still
made
have
mine
5.
survivable. You know, like beefy. No, what did I do here? I did crit chance, crit damage set on her because I was using her back in the day with a Talon.
5As or
with-
6s?
They're all 5As. I haven't 6'd her yet. Decent speed on it. I mean, I could over 100,000 health and protection on her combined, and it's not 6'd. But I think I was using her with the trade team back in the day, you know, for that damage stuff. But I don't know. It seems to be working. If I got 6 holds, Christ, I mean, it's something must be working right on her. I mean,
no.
I mean, I guess in a team like that, I mean, she's going to get some nice hits in. So I kind of like damage with her. I don't know if there's anybody like if there's been anybody that's saying that there's a set way that you want to do her mods.
No, I was curious.
Yeah.
And obviously it's a Q&A, so just putting it out there at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I've got her at. I mean, do you have anything different, Gom, or anybody else? Oh, Darth Talon.
It's kind of all around. Like
Yeah.
just kind of potency's nice, the ability block on basic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, health. If you're gonna run over Malgus, she gets a ton of extra health, so lots of health. Offense is good, but especially if you have that data crawl that's doing the reduced cooldowns,
Mm-hmm.
you don't necessarily need her damage. Just kind of
There's
your
enough damage in there.
your top shelf leftovers, I guess you could say.
Yeah. I may have to remod her. I'll think about that. I mean, her stats are solid on this for the set I put on her, but
She's a good character, just good all around.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, she is. I mean, all the characters that came in from that batch with Starkiller, they're all really good. They all serve a really good function in everything that they do. I mean, Dash is incredible. Kyle's incredible. Even, you know, Darth Talon's, you know, even really solid. Mara Jade's a monster. You know, and then you had Starkiller with the reward for farming those characters. I think that's one of CG's best releases ever. Is that Starkiller one? You know, and then you compare and contrast with Inquisitors, and then you get sad.
I think we're all going to see the Inquisitors what they really are here in about 2 weeks when those data crawls disappear.
Oh, I already told people, prepare yourselves. Yeah, I just leave it on defense because it's like, hey, you know, it can at least steal some banners. That's all I really care about. But yeah.
They
Sure.
definitely
They ever
asked
say-
a question.
What? You guys talk. Mike, then Kate. What'd you say, Mike?
I just said they definitely ask a question. You know, they're not something you can just launch straight into. You have to stop. You have to check them out, check all their abilities out, the comp, the speed, and
Yeah.
everything, and what you're going to get hit with.
Yeah.
I mean, Conquest has taught that, if nothing else.
Yeah. What were you saying there, Kate? Sorry.
Did they ever announce when the next Grand Inquisitor event is?
No, but it's soon because it came in June, right? July, August, probably sometime in September, October, it'll be back. So usually on that Legend, they just every 3 months, roughly, you know?
Okay.
So yeah, I can just tell you, Gom, you had a better experience than I did. Gom was smart. He watched me suffer 5 hours of pain and suffering trying to get the damn thing unlocked.
Yeah, it comes out in the middle of like my work day. So I mean, I'm just sitting at, you know,
Yeah,
desk
Gom just in
watching
there just
everybody else
cracking
try.
up, watching me get my ass, get my ass stomped. You know, just like you know, like, well, I don't want to do that. It was horrible. We had to try so many different combinations, and I had God mods on. I didn't know what else to do. But it's really the first, second, and last fight, which is Kenobi, they're fine. You'll get through it no problem. It's those middle fights, man. Maul, Ahsoka, Grandmaster Yoda. You definitely need the RNG gods on there. I know Clayton said he was doing it and he had higher Inquisitors than I did, and he still had problems with it. It's a tough fight. It really is.
I would definitely try to pencil in 3 to 7 hours.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't even see the event. I didn't
If it
even
goes
see
really
the
poorly,
event.
yeah.
Yeah, go
Oh,
back
God.
and watch my frustration. I
You
was
get it
just
done in 45 if you're lucky, or there's just sometimes, like you said, there's nothing you can do. It's just, this character is this. Oh shit, I didn't get this debuff on. Restart. It's just
Oh,
it's
jeez.
there's a lot of
very
time
similar to gas. Yeah.
yeah, because there'll be times that you don't even get through the first. There's the way it's structured. Kate is you have to face the Grand Inquisitor and then you go face a boss, right? In that order. As you go up, more purges get stacked in your team. So when you get to the mid tier and up, other than the last fight Kenobi, which is easy, he will kill your team, and then you're just basically starting over because you cannot go to the next fight without the RNG being a certain way where you have that health and protection and abilities going into the next fight. So it's that. I mean, there was many times where I'm like, all right, 8th brother's dead, let's just restart. And okay, and now 7th sister's dead, let's restart. And I didn't even get to the boss fight because there was no point, so I still think the
Sounds
gas
lovely. That does not sound worth it.
it's not as bad as the gas event. The gas event is horrible. Oh my god.
You can't compare the gas event to like anything.
No, the gas
It's
event.
almost like the SWGOH like rite of passage.
Yeah, it is. I've got
It really is.
Yeah, I've got the badge T-shirt and the PTSD from that event.
Oh,
18
Malik's
hours.
not far behind that, is he?
Who?
No, he's not.
The Malik.
That was another.
No, I love
it
the
the-
Malik event. I really enjoyed that. It
Oh.
only took me a couple hours, but it was not RNG on that. It was a puzzle. See, that's what I liked about the Malik event. It was tough, but that's because it was different, right? You had to figure out how you wanted to manipulate stuff, and you kept trying things, and then once you finally figured it out, you were like, okay, you just needed a certain way to go for it. I love the Malik event. It wasn't like gas, where it's like, okay, we're just going to beat your ass, and you're going to have to keep restarting over and over again until you get the right order or turn meter or RNG for this. The Malik one, you just had to figure out. It was a game. It was a puzzle. I like that. I wish they would do more stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think my phone got its pilot license for the amount of time it spent in the air in that event.
The Malik event was actually the first event where I ever watched a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video.
Oh, there you go. See?
I got so frustrated with those, and I don't even think I tried it as long as you guys. I think I tried it a couple times, and I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, and once we figured it out, I mean, I'm sure you guys have too, tons of people through that event that have asked, like, can you help me with the Malik event? Yeah, do this, do that. And then they're like, oh, wow, we beat it. And if I can have Remod do it in 3 attempts, then, anybody could do it, and
Yeah.
with his modding. I know, the tough events that I remember, I mean, the ones that just gave me, indigestion in my eyeballs. Gas is number 1. Then it's a toss-up between the Chupio event and the Thrawn event. I don't know which one.
Chewy? Like regular Chewy?
Was the one where was it? Well, yeah, was it Chewie?
Chewy was
the
The bounty hunters where you go to Cloud City. Is that Chewie or Chupio?
Oh God, yeah. No, that was Chupio, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
I
Chupio,
think.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had to go in there with your bounty
That
hunters
was annoying.
Yeah. It was because we didn't have all the goodies we do now, right? Boy.
So
3PO
you see,
wasn't that
I
bad.
think
Yeah.
I think you're blocking out the worst one.
Which one?
Was it the
Executive?
Ewok one? Oh.
The
Ewok,
ships.
It's not fun.
Oh my God, the ships where they
Ships.
give us a nerf capital ship to actually try and fight the battle with. You have to get everything in place, and then you're given substandard goods to actually do the.
I remember the Executor fight at 4 stars was a nightmare because you just were getting destroyed.
Yeah, you're given a ton of wank, and you got
Yeah.
to try and make something good out of it. Yeah.
I just used crystals and got the 5 stars and said, screw that. Yeah, I was like, no. After a couple of rounds and the fight was so long, I'm like, I'm not doing this for another 5-6 fights. So I just went and tried to get the shards out of the store. Like, okay, let's get this to 5 star. Once I got it to 5 star, though, it was long,
Instant
but
therapy.
yeah, it was after that. It took a minute, but I mean, we were able to beat it consistently. So yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Chupio was pretty bad. I didn't have a lot of problems with the Ewok event for 3PO.
Chupio wasn't an event. That was just a regular marquee.
Okay, so it must have been Chewie.
Yeah, because I'm like
Must
sitting here, I'm
Chewie,
like,
right?
Chupio.
Chewie
came
was.
out when they were bringing
That's right.
out
It's
JML.
Chewie. Yeah, it's Chewie.
Um,
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I knew it was one of
that
I
them.
would
where
imagine
Han's
that's
like,
way easier
quiet, we're
now,
hunting
though.
rabbits.
Oh yeah, we didn't have some of the bounty hunters that we do now.
I was using like Cad Bane and
Oh
Dengar.
yeah, it was horrible.
Dengar was the key to success.
Yes.
Like, you know, like it was like, oh, that's why it was so tough.
Yeah.
Just like now you got like Jango Fett, you got Dad Bod Boba, you got Finnick, you got Aura Sig, you got all these new characters.
Grief and Mando. I mean, we didn't have.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh boy. God. So yeah, the gas
I think
ones.
my
I think we all
Greedo's
agree
still
gas is-
modded for
gas is-
Hot or
the,
whatever.
the Sith raid.
Yeah, was it? No, not even the Sith. Was it the Sith? Yes, the Sith raid. Yeah,
Chex Mix or whatever, the Greedo.
It's
Lottery.
either that or I feel awful, but I think actually my Greedo's still modded for the tank. I think my Guido is still modded for tank. Wow.
Just changed his mods because I put him on my favorites and I'm like, okay, let's remod him because I needed to do it anyway. So I just went offensive potency with him, you know. So it's like, okay, there you go, Greedo. I fixed it, did you? So when we get you relic, you'll be somewhat viable. What's
And looking at the Hutt Cartel, he's number 5 right now on that team.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe Boba, but like you know, it's looking slim pickings there.
Hell, next we can't help you with your customers. You're just gonna have to slap them and tell them you listen to Jedi Academy. That's what I would do.
Don't worry, they're going to bring out some super duper datacrons for the rest of the Hutt Cartel just to.
They already have them out. There's one coming
Oh,
to
yeah.
Orlando.
Yeah.
It's like here's a new character. It looks okay. It looks pretty good, but
Yeah, I think he's going to be really good. I think Kersantin, Clayton just took him up to high relics. It's a beefy boy, baby. God,
I might save an Omicron for him. It's not sexy, but it looks like something just pure stat stacking.
Yeah, he's going to be pretty dope. What do we think as for the next requirements? So I still think it's Bib Fortuna is going to be the marquee, and that Chewie, R2 are going to be part of the mix too. Boba Fett as the characters from Return of the Jedi.
Mob Enforcer.
Yeah, I think Mob Enforcer is going to be in there too. Relic 3. I do got to say, I give CG credit. Relic requirements and stuff for this have been very nice. I've been in shock.
Don't speak too soon, buddy.
I know we
Next
still got
one.
another one to go, but even then, unless it's like all Relic 9s, I still think that
I hope if there is a Relic 9 or 2, it's on useful characters, like you said, like
Boba Fett
R2, Chewbacca.
Yeah,
like those. Well, I don't really want to put one on R2, but at least it's useful. You already have him R7 probably, and he gets more stats to share, so it's not the end of the world. If it's like R9, like
Yeah.
Zam, we had to take her up. Like that was stupid.
yeah.
Like that was a bad one to take up, but just I don't know. I really could
Someone-
live without an R8 Dooku.
Whether we're going to get any more characters from Boba series. That Boba
The
series.
only ones I can think
Because
of
we could.
is
We
the
could. I mean, they
Tuskens.
could. That's where I was going. We could get. Maybe he heads up, and they introduce a 4th Tusken,
Yeah,
and you can slot him into there.
that'd be cool.
Tusken, and maybe the leader of the young group that he signs up. I'm trying not to spoil it for anyone that hasn't
It's
watched.
been out long enough. You can spoil, man. If you didn't see
Yeah.
it, then I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But,
I
Maybe
showed it
maybe
in
a
Israel,
couple
for
of
God's
those.
sakes.
I'm just thinking of where, because if we're going back to Luke and Slave Leia, then
We're not getting Slave Leia.
no.
We want Slave Leia.
may-
We're not getting Slave Leia.
we're gonna get the stupid dude that's susceptible to Jedi mind tricks, aren't we?
Bib Fortuna, yeah.
Yep.
It just confirmed it for me. I mean, I can't see this 100%, but when I saw his little icon with Lando's kid, I'm like, uh-huh.
Yeah. He's going to be some sort of manipulator, kind of like a Wat Tambor.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he'll be a support.
He's not gonna, he's not going to do the wet work himself.
No. So we'll see. And that doesn't mean they won't bring out other characters as well for the team, right? To build out the
with
team.
The Dodge Datacron, no one's doing wet work.
Oh,
it's just going to be time out, isn't
it? What else in 3 says question, but we still don't know what August Burns Red means. I don't know what the hell that's implying. I mean, we got a couple more days there, Gum, Mike, everybody.
I think it means take more antibiotics.
Is that what it means?
Drink more water.
Drink more water?
I think that's what it is. Drink more water and take your antibiotics.
I mean, we said Red 5, but we only got a couple days left in August. If it doesn't come out, I don't know about any burning sensation we're going to be feeling there, folks.
See, I put out that maybe the accountants took over because they were looking at bank from Datacrons and they delayed it. So maybe, the dev will get the laptop back in September and address the August release. I don't know.
Then Thingamore says maybe Meathead's just trolling us. I'd be all right if he did. I'd get a chuckle out of it. Oh, Benny, what's going on? Says Nihal Ranger Academy. Just won my GSC with GL starting contest. Managed to clear his team better. Hey, that's all it comes down to. Congratulations. Nihal Wohengaojirenshini. Yes, I am studying Mandarin Chinese. So, I get all these phrases in my brain right now that are mixed up. Christ. Oh well. We'll see what August Burn Red. I mean, I think we're getting the big update on. That's why I haven't taken my cats, like you said, Gom. I haven't taken up mine because I'm like, am I going to get a little bit of a discount? I don't know. Let's wait till Tuesday comes, baby.
Yeah, man, I'm looking at all these Gear 12 requirements for Jabba. I know they all need the small stuff.
Profundity goes live 31st.
It comes in the 31st and the event launches on the 1st. Yeah.
So there's a chance that Red 5 could be included within the Profundity going live.
I don't think so. No, I
don't think so either. But
they've already said that.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be needed for the fleets, right? I think they're going to introduce a couple of more ships for the row fleets. They each need one.
I would hope that Red 5 gets some sort of like Han Solo legendary type event.
I agree. Like
to have the Profundity such a dramatic and like here's the Profundity and dragging it out with all those requirements for the Profundity to have its own event and to have Red 5 just be a marquee ship seems really backwards.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see how they want to do it. They want to play, but yeah,
very underwhelming for the release of Red 5. Here's a marquee pack.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind it if it was for like B wings and A wings and stuff like that. I mean, okay, marquees for those, sure. But yeah, it'd be nice to get a Red 5 to throw in, and we'll see which team they want them for. Did they want it for Radis or do they want it for Profundity? We're gonna have to readjust like what we use for each of those fleets, but I do think we need a couple more ships to round those two out, for sure. Juicer says August Burns Red because the player base is fierce with Datacrons and Touchman. Oh God, he's not wrong. Don't say Ray Red 5. That would be horrible. God, she just flew the ship one time to get to the damn fight. It's not like, I don't want that. I just don't. They could do it. We'll deal with it, but yeah, I want to see Luke with his Red 5. Come on. We've been wanting it forever. God. The other thing someone brought up to me the other day was like, Crumb mentioned, and I can't believe, was it Heinze stream or something, or the Escape Podcast stream? Probably both. He's got a big puzzle coming up that is not related to any of this other stuff. You guys want to speculate on what that might be? Gummy?
What was the question?
Well, Crumb said he's got a big puzzle that he's putting together for something that's going to be coming to the game here soon, but that is not related to any of this stuff that they've talked about. Do you have any?
I have no idea where they're going. They're pulling out Skiffy Lando. Like, I have no idea where they're going with the next batch of characters. Like they're all over the place.
Well, we've got
now.
Skiffy Lando. They did mention that it's the start of the Return of the Jedi stuff. The celebration of the 40 years, right? So I think we were going to get some more characters. I'd love to see a Scout Trooper. We've got General Leia, General Han that they could bring in. Hell, there's even Old Man Rex they could bring in.
Well, they could do like a General Leia. There's still, with Ben Solo and maybe revitalizing the Resistance a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, Yeah, someone asked too about the lifter characters that could be around the corner, right? So someone asked me who I thought for GML. I thought maybe Force Ghost Yoda for him. Either that or maybe Leia. For SLKR and C, one of those two could get Snoke. If Snoke goes to Palpatine. I always thought too that for Palpatine they could do Darkseid Rey that was in the movie. And then for SLKR it could be Snoke, right? I thought that might be a thing, or they do some kind of Knights of Ren for him.
Snoke would make more sense with Palpatine, right? Because it'd be weird for Kylo to lead Snoke in a battle, I guess.
Yeah, because it is he is a GL. But I thought Darkseid Rey might be kind of interesting for C, right? That version we saw in the movie. So I actually got the figure. Someone got it for my birthday, sitting behind me. With that lightsaber that unfolds. Mr. Hendra says, Death Star raid puzzle? Could be. I don't know. I mean, there's still more stuff coming down the pipe. We just don't know. I've been saying this for a while. I don't know. You guys feel that we need some more guild stuff. We need more guild activities. Hondo's a possibility. I mean, we've been saying we've been wanting Hondo for years. Hey, be great. Be a pirate. But I don't know when they're going to bring him out. Why he hasn't been brought into this game yet, I don't know. You would think with the Hutt Cartel and Scoundrels, as much as they've been doing with them, that he'd be in there. Kind of shocking, actually. No Hondo. What kind of game are we playing? High Sense said I would take another TV map at this point. Yeah, someone said that they think that it might be a TV map, that it'll be the Endor fight, since it's the 40-year anniversary, that we get another TV. Which I'm down for, but we haven't even finished Lightside TB. We are getting closer. I don't know. Where are you guys on stars? We're at 32, 33 on Lightside. Gom, your guild, like what's your?
I think we're a star short. I think we can get 32. Correct me. I mean, somebody's in the chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I mean, we definitely haven't maxed it. 36
is the max on that. So you're probably what, 30?
Oh, then I have no idea.
Okay.
I really don't know. That's terrible. I don't know.
Kate's going, Lightside TB. What is this tomfoolery?
No, I think we're like, I want to say like 2 stars short, but I feel like that's probably wrong.
You're in Mall, right? With your account?
No, I moved back down to MCO.
Okay. I don't know where the mall is.
It's less stressful.
Yeah. Ice House says I think we're at 31 for our guild, Gom.
Okay.
That makes sense. I mean, 31 to 32 is the average right now. Some are higher, 33, maybe 34. I don't know where those top tier guilds are at.
We're at 31 or 32.
Yeah.
I want to say 31.
Because in our guild, Mike, I think we've got phase 1 and phase 2. We're getting 18, and then we get 8 to the next round. So we're at 26 by the time we go in there. We're averaging 6. I think we're getting closer to 7 stars on that last round. We're still, but ships, I mean, that's the problem. I don't care how many battles you win in that one, which is tough enough. That GP requirement on ships in phase 4 is just, it's nuts. It's just so stupid.
To more capital ships and ships coming in, because that's the only way you're gonna, bloat out that GP requirement, isn't it?
Because I think a lot of us won a lot of the fights last round. We still only got 1 bloody star on that damn thing. I was like, God damn.
Man, it's just, yeah.
So I think we're close to 33. Because we did get 32, I do remember that. So, yeah, it's going to be a New York minute. But, I mean, even if that's the case, if we did get a Endor TV battle, it'd be nice, right? I'd just like to see more stuff for guilds. I think we've had enough individual shit to last a lifetime. We got enough crap with conquests and GAC and stuff like that. They haven't done anything much with TW, but I mean TW is just TW. We do it four attempts per month, but to get another rotation of another, TB, and I'd like to see them really go crazy with the rewards on that, because man, we need help in all kinds of areas with gear and other things. So that could be a way to alleviate some of this stuff.
Stupid how high GPs are struggling with green maps.
Yeah. Fatality. I was in the SWGOH event server last night, and the guy who data mined Rada's Profanity and Mangas was saying that the next marquee isn't Bib, it's actually Bosch. Actually, Bosch, not Leia in disguise. All right, well, that's fine. I mean, I still thought it would be Bib Fortuna. Maybe he's another character they bring outside of that. But if they want to bring in Bosch Leia, we've said that too, that it could be Bosch Leia. It wouldn't surprise me. A global raid? That's not a bad idea. I mean, I've played a few games. We did one that comes to mind. It was an MMORPG. I remember Warhammer. Once a month we had like a full server raid where and it depended on who had won the other fights, but the good guys are the bad guys, but you would invade their capital city, so it would be the entire, for that 4 hours, it was 4 to 6 hours. I mean, it was just pandemonium in their capital with people running around nuking your ass and stuff. So I remember
that's a significant upgrade. You're talking like the size of the game on your phone to be 2 to 3 times what it is now.
Yeah.
Like when I downloaded Diablo, I played it for like 2 weeks, but I had to delete so much stuff off my phone just to fit that game. Like that game was so big.
CG doesn't have the tech for a global event that requires actual work, so no. Well, with the what were those events back in the day? The
tournaments.
Wasn't that a global thing?
Yeah, but you saw how well that went.
Yeah, they didn't go well.
I liked it, but not many did.
No.
Cheating.
Oh, there was huge cheating on that one.
Great sales for Red Bull and Monster and any other caffeine-based consumable. Here's tournaments, you need to remain awake for the next 5 days.
Pretty much. Next question. I don't get CG. TB should be easy for them to reskin the map, adjust the parameters, and release. Why are they so slow to release new content? Also, characters are not content. Well, I mean, they have brought in recently Conquest, and they made some other changes. But I mean, it's been more the individual player. I just said I don't know why. I'd like to see. I don't know what goes into. Like, I'm not a software designer and stuff, so I don't know what it takes to create. With all the intricacies of, a TB map, what all goes into that. I'd love to see it. I mean, what I'd love to see for the indoor TB raid is that you also have like, at the final stage of the event, like phase 3 is you blow up the shield generator. And then the last one, you use your ships to go in there and destroy the Death Star. I mean, they could be creative with it and make it different than the other TBs. I'd love to see it, as end-game content. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I mean, we've all wanted some kind of ship action for an event like that. So I don't know. They could do that, but I don't know what they're going to do. So we'll have to wait and see. I mean, we got enough on our plate right now, and we'll wait and see. Once we get through Profundity, as we start getting to Jabba, something's coming around the holidays. What that's going to be, I don't know. If it's going to be another big character or a big event, your guess is as good as mine. So,
when you say the holidays, you mean like Christmas?
Yeah, through because we'll get the 7-year anniversary stuff. Typically, around Thanksgiving, and then it leads into the Christmas holidays and stuff. So, and they start ramping up, stuff with Halloween and things. So
I was dead set we were getting Red 5 with August Burn Thread. I was like, it's gonna happen finally. And it never did.
We are, but we're still waiting to see. There's still August doesn't end until Wednesday, right? So we know we're going to get that big news announcement and stuff. I don't know. That's all you guys right now. Do you think they're going to do an announcement for Red 5 with this update? Because the mod stuff and all that's coming. Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. We know that there's the big stuff.
So
coming.
There's still time. I don't know. They're so focused on like Java right now. I feel like it has to be a requirement for Java. So I don't know.
Perhaps like somebody asked earlier, will they ever do reworks? But maybe with the release of Profundity, they start tweaking the kits of characters like Greedo, Imbo, to kind of be more in line, like specifically, kind of corner them into the hut. Like, yes, they're bounty hunters, yes, they're scoundrels, but they're really, make them best with the Hut Cartel, kind of like they've done with some of these other, they kind of take a very, while they might have 3 or 4 tags, they kind of build their kit around using them in one faction. I can see Greedo getting a little bit of a bump. He's really dated. Like Cad Bane is too, but they've tweaked him before.
Yeah.
We'll see. Like if Mob Enforcer or Grimorian Guard gets some sort of pre-taunt or auto taunt or something simple, but it's like a tweak that could come.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna make Mob Enforcer needs some serious redoing. That kid is
right. A pre-taunt
awful.
Would make her usable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever it is, just they got to rethink that one.
So 2015, eh?
Yeah. Well, Jedi Guardian's usable now because she auto taunts with Kenobi, right? So I mean, something like that.
Yeah,
It was Commander Luke, though, wasn't it? On the barge with Skiff, Lando, and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is, and he flies off afterwards in Red 5.
Oh yeah, he's always.
So there is a really loose connect. Well, not loose, but there is actually a connection too. So maybe CLS will be one of the requirements in the next round of requirements, along with a couple of marquee.
I don't know. It could be, but we'll wait and see.
God, what if they come out and they're just like, oh, just so you know, here's Red 5, and this goes with Profundity, or I don't know if they go that or Home One, if they try to mix it up and then be like, here you go, Profundity events in a week.
Well, I'll be okay with that, actually.
Yeah, MILF doesn't work with Profundity, does it?
Yeah, no, that's going to be with Radis. So
you're looking at it thinking, well, there's definitely a missing piece here, because I can't see how any of the other Rebel ships are going to take anything out.
Yeah, they need to add a couple Rebel ships to both fleets. At least one each.
Maybe Red 5.
Yeah, Red 5, and then, as I said, B-Wing or A-Wing, bring it in for what they think is needed. So,
Red 5.
Yeah, I want all that, Kate. Yeah, Red 5 and A-Wing and a B-Wing, and then we'll be good to go. What else in 3 question? Will CLS, Jedi Knight Luke, or Farm Boy Luke be the Red 5 pilot? Well, any of them could be. Which one do we think it is? I don't know. Which one do you think that they'll pick if they do Red 5? I'm not including Ray in this. Just get that shit out of here. Of those,
Farm Boy, because nobody has him.
Probably.
Yeah.
Although it should be CLS.
It should be CLS.
Yeah, it should be CLS.
CLS is all really the main use of it, isn't it? I mean, bloody hell, in the last one, all he does is he drags it out of the water, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Give it to Ray.
That's about it. Yeah. Swamp car wash. It's amazing the business never caught on.
Michael, hot take. Ray will get her X-Wing for Red 5 comes out for Luke.
Probably.
Yeah.
We need a resistance ship bad.
We really kind of do, man. I mean, shit, give us Old Man Wedge and his X-Wing for the resistance fight. Something, man.
Need something for resistance. You do need that.
Yeah, we need another... the problem is the capital ship is so defensive. We just need more heavy hitters on that team. I mean, Poe hits hard, but resistance pilot, the Falcon does good work. But I mean, we need another.
It's like you need something for Radis because pretty much it's only used for you either set it on defense or it's a cleanup team. You're not going.
You could always give the other Poe a ship, couldn't they?
Yeah.
That's true.
Which is actually the main. Again, I mean, that character-wise, he is the actual pilot, not the original one.
No, they both were. Remember, because that's how they started episode 7. He flew down with his X-Wing and then got captured and stuff. Yeah. And then he did fight on Starkiller Base, doing his crazy pilot stuff. Or Luke's X-Wing with Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda?
Baby Yoda?
What do you mean? You mean R2-D2? No Baby Yoda with Luke's X-Wing.
Baby Yoda fly.
Strap him in the back seat.
Although another ship that they can bring in too, I was seeing that with Book of Boba Fett and the Mando coming up here soon, his new Naboo super fighter that can go on a team.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah.
I did like the Naboo.
I mean, that's one that that you can have. It's got the cockpit for him, so he's got the little space for Baby Yoda, so they can actually do it. So, yeah, it's Cobra said, "Give me the BAM Hot Rod and Naboo Starfighter." Yeah, that'd be dope. Helen says, "Serious question. I know a guy who's guys. Oh, he did get a ride in tattoo. I did no, Baby Grogu." Hell, serious question. I know a guy who's got a rather weak resistance ships lineup and is still working on 7-starring that new resistance bomber. Is that bomber any good? Totally asking for a friend. Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's not super duper. So here's the thing about it. So
it's the tank that doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Here's a
super lame. It's the lamest ship in the game.
Here's the problem with it. It's not good until you get it to 7 stars, and it just doesn't.
It's not
do
even
work.
good at 7 stars.
It can be. I mean, it can take a hit. I mean, it can be annoying. But the problem is, it can't last.
Are you saying it can win on a misplay? Because everything can win on a misplay.
Well, many misplays I get, that's not wrong. But no, it's not as good as, say, like the Echelon. The Echelon is a superior tank of the 2 tanks. I mean, First Orders, that one ship made First Order just absolutely badass. We use Radis for cleanup. I mean, that's all we use it for, and it does its job. But I mean, just the whole concept of what Radis does, it's all defense. They just don't have enough heavy hitters. I mean, if the other team focuses your Falcon, I mean, Poe can do some good damage as well. But I mean, you're trying to survive, so you can do the holo maneuver more than anything. And it's like,
I mean, there's only 4 resistance ships.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So you're missing a piece, which could be Rey's X-wing.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Which I wouldn't be mad about that. If they called it Rey's X-wing, I wouldn't be mad. But give me Red 5.
Yeah, Benny Lau just pointed out 3 no's and a yes means yes.
Yeah, we could get the Bad Batch shuttle. That could go into a fleet.
But like, what would that be considered? Because they were.
I don't know.
They're kind of stuck in 2 different times, but the series takes place after Order 66, and they're kind of just rogue a little bit.
Yeah, we could go a few different routes. I mean, we still have to get the next season of Bad Batch here soon, and so we'll see. I don't know. We'll see how their story kind of develops, or what kind of attacks. Because right now they're kind of just scoundrels. They're mercenaries. So
they definitely get a scoundrel tag if they
I
brought
agree.
Into the game. But then it's like, do they get a bounty hunter tag because they're technically doing some of that? A little bit.
Makes you think, doesn't it? Where's that damn ship gonna land? I don't know. No, I agree with Nathaniel Morgan. The problem is that bomber dispels its own foresight. That's weird. Yeah. So yeah, we could get a Bad Batch ship. We could get the souped up Naboo fighter. Red 5. We could. There's B wings, A wings. I mean, Empire could get some more ships. We have the TIE Defender and other stuff that they could bring in. So there's more ships. We've gotten 6 or 7 this year, just off the top of my head. Definitely the year of the ship. So if we get some more, it's definitely going to be beyond the year of the ship. It'll be the absolute year of the ship if we get a couple more ships. So I know we'll have to wait and see. We'll see what they're going to drop. Hopefully Red 5, or if we don't get Red 5, then Meathead just had to be trolling us. There's no other way to put it. Unless something got delayed and they come back and say, well, we were going to do it, but it got delayed. Okay, cool. So you intended to do it, but it didn't happen. So stuff happens. I can see that. As long as they can communicate that, I'm cool. All right. Any other questions? I'm just looking here real quick. Alexander Bryan just put one in the chat. He popped in. Question, an old one, but one of your favorite topics. I think I heard Crumb finally say it's in the works, ship loadouts, but any guess on when? Shit. No. Anybody? God.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I got nothing either. Kate, anything?
What was the question?
I'll read it again. An old one, but one of your favorite topics. I think I heard Crumb finally say it's in the works. Ship loadouts, but any guess on when? A chat soon, TM.
Same time as they review mod capping.
There you go. God. Nobody knows. We haven't had anything sniffing the tea leaves on that. We'll just be. We'll wait for the road ahead. I mean, that's the thing where we're hoping to see we get some information about some of this stuff, right? And I hope it's not like the last road ahead where it was kind of just rehashing stuff. It didn't really feel like a road ahead. It was like, this is what's coming, yeah, but it's already been announced. So I hope it's like some of the road aheads that have really blown us away, where it's like, wow, that's what you're becoming. You're pushing for the future. So I'd like to see it more along those lines. Maybe we get some announcements on that kind of stuff, but I don't know. Like when it comes to ship loadouts, whenever it happens, we want it, but just whenever it happens. All right. Any other questions? No, I think we're good. We can start wrapping it up. Give everybody a chance to go do their other streams, and we're going to allow them to pimp their stuff, so you guys can go check out their awesome content on their channels. And then I should be back Sunday night for some GAC with our boy Clayton and whoever else shows up. And then Monday we'll start the cycle of streaming all over again. So there you go. So let's let these wonderful people do me a favor. I'm about to let them pimp their stuff. Do me a favor. You know, they take the time out of their busy schedules on a Saturday to come here and answer questions and discuss these things for you guys. The least you could do is, once they pimp their stuff, is go visit their channel. If you're not already subbed or watching their stuff anyway, just give them a little bit of love. That goes a long way for content creators to show appreciation. If you want to do more, you're more than welcome, but please at least do that. Just go visit their channel and at least sub and support them. Kate, the lovely Kate Gaming, world famous, world traveling Kate Gaming. Where can folks check you out?
Kate Gaming _ on Twitch.
That's right.
Should be doing GACN a little bit soon.
Soon TM, you'll get some Kate Gaming GAC.
Might even do the other one for shits and giggles, because it's like, there's no way I'm gonna win.
No. Yeah, those you just kind of go in, you know, when you're going to take a beating, you're just like, oh, this has some
Might
fun.
as well have some fun.
Yeah, I do that a lot here recently. Gummy, where can folks check you out, my friend?
Operation Metaverse over on Twitch.
Yep.
Probably 2.5-ish hours. I'll start my GAC, and if I win, I will fight Heinze in the championship. So,
ooh, did you win your first round?
Yeah, we're I'm
2-0?
2-0. Yeah, he won last night. He beat the Twitch, so I got to win today, and then we'll both be in the championship.
Who are you facing?
A guy named Rand from Sigma Alliance.
Oh, okay. All right, so hopefully we can have a Heinze Gom matchup. That ought to be fun.
Interesting.
That'd be funny.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. All right, and last but not least, my good guild mate and fellow content creator, Michael Huntington III.
I reckon that if it is Gom and Heinze, there should be a dance-off penalty for each time someone loses, and the other one chooses the dance. Yeah. Yeah.
They can only choose the worm once, though, because I don't want either of them destroying their baby maker more than they already have in the past.
Would they stream at the same time if that happened?
We'll see, but he's in Australia, right? So I'm pretty sure, like,
he does his at night.
Yeah, like I'm working when he's available to stream, and vice versa.
Wait, no,
so
doesn't
we'll
he?
See.
Yeah, he does.
He
this
streams
on
in the
Monday
morning technically
Yeah.
for us. Yeah.
So
We'll
we'll
see.
see. Yeah, we'll see.
Got to win first, right? I got to win. So,
Yeah, so-
good. I'll be irrelevant.
So I'll go support. Let's support Gom today. Support Kate. Support Gom, and then you can go watch videos on Mike's channel afterwards. Right? See, there you go. It's all kinds of good stuff going on here.
I like the vintage swag idea, Mike. You should round some of those up. Show off
really
the Poe
are.
meta. Those Poe and
Oh
Sidious
my
go
God.
first meta.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna slap one out today. Here, oldest one that I can find that the sound quality is passable.
We're looking for Sidious no protection bar. That's what we're looking for.
That'd be fantastic. You know, once in a while I do get tagged. I don't know why. YouTube, you know, I just go into YouTube and I'm looking for something. And I'm like, is that a SWGOH video from 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah, no 4x speed.
Yeah, I just like, let me check this out. What were we thinking? It's like new heroic Sith raid. This team can beat it. I'm like, wow, that's old. Let me go look that. Wow. All right, for that, so please do me a favor, check out those channels. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe on this one before you go if you like the content. Feel free to leave comments, that kind of stuff. Same thing for these other folks. And with that, we're going to wrap it up. So everyone, enjoy the rest of your weekend. God knows you deserve it. Spend it with however you want. Just be safe, and we will see you.